Hi, Grandma Bev here, and I felt I should explain this video a little bit. Now, this was taken from a bus along the Rhine River. So there's a lot of glare in it. Didn't turn out how I hoped it would because there were a lot of neat castles along there. And when we got down into the town of Rudesheim, we boarded a boat that was extremely noisy with people. So I hope that you'll be patient when watching this. But you do get to see some of the castles along the river, and you'll see how low the Rhine could go. And then at the end, I just posted a bunch of still pictures or photos that we took. So please excuse this. Don't have much control over it when you're on a tour and there's other people around. So sit back and enjoy.
During the 12th century, and where that expanded and strengthened as the Middle Age progressed. In 16 during the 14, but many of them were stormed and rebuilt by so-called. And by the way, Koblenz is the only city in Germany which is placed in two wine areas. The one is the very famous Mosel wine area and the Middle Rhine. That's where we are traveling through. And here on the opposite side, that's the biggest area here with vineyards. There are some more, but that's the biggest area right here. And we have many vineyards along the Mosel. I was talking about volcanism and about slate. And in front there is sitting the Lorelei here. The famous lady after travel along here. You can have a big beach here, but no water. And normally the water level here, where we have now the sandbank, is 1.50 meters higher. That now is Oberwesel, one of the very famous villages here along the Middle Rhine. Here you see one of the old towers of the medieval city wall. And the city wall is going around the whole city, and I think there were in former days up to 8 towers. It's a very nice little town, very cozy. And from here you can see with many half-timbered houses. And here some boats are docking, and then some of the tour guides are traveling to this boat, and in a coach we are traveling to the next little town, that's Bacharach. And here on top is one of the oldest castles, which was only partly destroyed, and in there is a very, very nice, a little expensive hotel. And by the way, you will notice that I never was telling you which year, which castle. Former city wall is still intact. To the very right end you see the wall going up hills, and then in between the vineyards you see a tower, but this tower is opened to the view of the village. And by the way, on top is the castle of Bacharach. That's the castle Stahleck, and in this castle in our days now in the use of castle, that's Heimburg Castle. And what people are doing with the castles, a few are private, some are open for the public, in some are restaurants or hotels, luckily. And to the other side, how you call this? Steinbruch, where you cut the stones?
Quarry.
Oh, I don't understand, but I think you know what I'm talking about. And that's the castle Reichenstein Castle. And this castle belonged a while, don't ask me when, belonged a while for the guys of robber knights. And when you see this, so there are
I just saw one.
Oh, okay. I know that one's not right. It's not like you're saying.
Folks, it's pretty loud in here, so I don't know how well you can hear me, but what's happened is the boat we were on, Avalon, because of the low water in the Rhine, we're going to have to get off of it tomorrow, and the bus is up to another spot to get on another boat to finish our cruise. It's beyond where the water's too low. So what they've done to entertain us today is they bussed us up to the town of Rudesheim, and that was a long, hot ride, but we got here and there wasn't enough time to even go look at the town, but luckily Bob and I had been here. So what we're on now is a boat called KD, and it's going to go up the portion of the river that the bigger boats can't go on. And I'm going to try to get as many of the castles as I can along here. So we'll see what happens. I don't have very optimistic outlook for it, but we'll see what happens. I'll talk when I can, but there may be some areas where I have to shut the sound off. I don't know if you can see way up on the top of that hill. There's something. But if they're telling us what it is, I can't hear. And we're turning into the sun. Oh, great. If you watch my video today that's posted, it's about complaining. I'm sorry, guys. I've had to do some complaining this trip, and Bob's done more complaining than me. You can see, looking over towards the first group of trees, the land that's showing. Now that's normally full of water up to the tree line. You can see way up there the castle. It's about 95 degrees today, so it's pretty hot. It's more of the lack of water in the Rhine River. Normally the water goes up to where the trees are. You can see all the rocks. They normally don't show that way. Look at all the birds showing. Now, this end of it. Now, I might have included this in the middle part of the video from when we were in the bus coming down. Look at that. There's supposed to be water on both sides of that little berm. In the background, you can see all the beautifully decorated hills with the vertical grapevines.
That is awesome. That is so funny. You gotta send that. I know
There's more of the water where the rocks are all showing up. Normally that would be covered with water. You can see over there on the where the land is, where you just see all the gray rocks and ground, and then you see the vegetation start. And that's how high this river normally should be. Looks like a bird on the end there is having fun on it. That's it for this area. Here's another area with more rocks now. You can see a couple of sunbathers out on them. And the water will normally be totally covering that area up to where the tree line is. Now remember, this is on the Rhine.